Welcome to Screw the Commute, the entrepreneurial podcast dedicated to getting you out of the car and into the money. With your host, lifelong entrepreneur and multimillionaire, Tom Antion.
Hey, everybody. It's episode 46 of Screw the Commute podcast. I'm Tom Antion. I'll be your host as always. This is my Monday weekly training session. You don't want to miss this viral marketing. Get everybody else to spread the word for you. Now, episode 45, this is 46, but episode 45 was Silver Rose. This is, I'll say, a mature lady. She is a hoot. She's a corporate speaker, but she's also a stand-up comedian, and she swears Silver Rose is her real name, not her stripper name. She told me her stripper name is Candy Cane. She's wild. You can't miss that. Go back and listen to 45 when you get a chance. So please, if you like this podcast, subscribe, review, and share it like crazy. Your colleagues will thank you for it. All right, our sponsor for this episode is the Kickstart Guide to Viral Marketing. How to get thousands of people to share your content and send you money. See, in this laser-focused 80-page ebook, you'll learn how to use 3 viral techniques to build massive email lists, create tremendous buzz, and sell tons of your products and services. I'm going to tell you more about that later. And of course, it will be in the show notes, screwthecommute.com/46. All right, let's get into the main topic. Viral marketing. And no, I'm not talking about your crazy cat video that gets 3 million views overnight. All right. I'm talking about specific tools and techniques now available to anyone. I mean, even solopreneurs. So that you don't have to get 3 million views overnight to make millions of dollars in your business using these low cost and no cost viral techniques. You now have an enormous viral power at your fingertips and tons of examples in front of you pretty much every day. Any small business can afford to put these promotions into play, and they could quite literally bring in thousands of leads. And of course, what we're all looking for, large increases in sales. So buckle up. In this episode, I'm going to show you inexpensive software so you can go viral and examples you can replicate to make it happen. So let's get going. All right. So why go viral in the first place? Well, let's talk about the many benefits of going viral and why you should begin going viral yourself. When a piece of content goes viral, it naturally spreads rapidly throughout the internet. People share your content with their friends, and then their friends, and then their colleagues, and they do the same, and so on and so on. So you can have a tidal wave of traffic that's naturally spreading and growing at an exponential rate. That's just the nature of what going viral means. That's having like an army of people spread your product or offer for free, spread it around all over the place instead of having to pay for advertising. So here's some other benefits of going viral. Driving traffic. Now, this is an obvious benefit. As I said earlier, you can get crazy amounts of traffic when your content goes viral. And best of all, it's targeted traffic that you don't have to pay for. You can get increased engagement. Another result you'll likely have is a greater engagement rate. This means more people will share and like and leave comments for the content you create. Increased sales. That's what we're all looking for, right? Well, well-crafted viral content can lead to increased product sales for all your stuff. I mean, even affiliate marketers can use viral marketing to show the right ad to the right person to get more affiliate commissions. List building. I mean, virtually all viral programs have list building features built right in. You can really supercharge your list building efforts. And the more shares you get, the more subscribers you get. This is why viral content can do wonders for your list building. I'm going to cover list building in depth in episode 58, so watch out for that a couple weeks. You can gain targeted fans and followers. Now, everybody's doing social media marketing, and they know how difficult it is to get likes and followers. And not only that, you want quality followers who actually are interested and engage with your posts and other content. Now, this can also help with search engine rankings. See, Google's, of course, very secretive about exactly how its search algorithm works. We do know that it takes over like 200 different factors into consideration when figuring out what search results to show a person when they search for something. One of them is page popularity. So the more visitors you get and the longer they stay, makes your site look better to the search engines and you raise in the search results. So there are many ways you can go viral and get tons of traffic, but I'm going to talk about 3 of them in this episode. They're not just any 3 random methods either. These are tried and true methods that you can begin using very quickly in your own marketing efforts. Now, first, I'm going to give you a quick overview of the methods I'm going to be covering, and then I'll go a little deeper into each one. All right, the first one is quizzes. This is the use of interactive quizzes. You see these all the time. I mean, and don't just pass them off as silly nonsense quizzes. I mean, there are a lot of marketing genius behind those quizzes. And when they're done right, they can bring in a ton of traffic and lead to more leads and sales. Now, they can do amazing things for your business, especially when thousands or millions of people are spreading your message for you. All right, actually, there are a lot of fine details when it comes to crafting a quiz that goes viral, and things like choosing the right quiz title and using the correct number of questions. That's all factors into your success, and we'll cover that a little bit later. The next viral technique is contests. Yep, a good old-fashioned contest. I mean, who doesn't like winning a prize, especially when it's free to enter? The online contests are a great way to go viral because of the many built-in viral features a contest has. The contest could really spread like crazy by setting up your online contest with some viral features in place, using methods like refer a friend and other kinds of sharing options. Contests can spread fast when you get them set up. All right, and the third technique is contest lockers. That's the third way we're going to cover to go viral that I'll be discussing here is content lockers. See, a content locker is one of the easiest ways you can create viral content on your own website or blog. And what I'm saying is that it's easier to implement when you compare it to the interactive quiz and the online contest. And this means it takes less time to set up and can be running in a shorter period of time. But just because it may be simpler or an easier method to use doesn't make it any less powerful. All right, let's go a little deeper into each method. I'm going to start with interactive quizzes. An interactive quiz gets a user to invest time into finding out some kind of personalized outcome. So by using a little bit of marketing psychology, you can get tremendous results when using a quiz to generate leads or sales. And just like the other methods to go viral, quizzes can help you get traffic, sell products, build brand awareness, build your list, all that stuff. And quizzes can work for any industry. They're not just fluff like you might see in a fashion magazine. See, whether it's business to business or business to consumer, if you craft the right quiz to the right audience, it can work in any niche, no question about it. Now, you can create a quiz for pretty much any topic. So the quizzes can be designed to sell a product or to get people to come into a local store or just about any business purpose. So I'm going to give you some examples here. Let's say you're into health and wellness. Here would be the title to a potential quiz. Ready? Are you at risk for thyroid disease? That's a quiz that could work for a local private doctor or a big supplement company or something like that. Here's another one. Let's say you were a fitness trainer, personal trainer, you're into nutrition. Here's the title. Are you over or under training? So that's a quiz title that could help generate leads for a local gym, a personal trainer, again, online supplement store, anything like that. All right, for business to business, and this is commonly known as B2B. So with a B2B model, you can ask pre-qualifying questions on the quiz. And the answers the prospective clients provide can be extremely useful before you do any kind of sales presentations with them or for them. See, with B2B quizzes, you're also able to pull the data into your CRM or customer relationship management program. So all your leads go directly into your software so you can follow up on the best ones. And of course, the quiz taker will have the ability to book an appointment or consultation directly out of the quiz. All right, let's say you're into real estate. Here's the title. Should I keep renting or should I buy my first home? So that's a great example quiz title for anybody thinking about buying a home. And judging by the answers someone gives when taking this quiz, if you were a realtor, should be able to identify whether this person would be ready to purchase a new home or not. Or based on their answers, you decide they can go on an email list for you to nurture until they are ready to buy their first house. So you don't waste a bunch of time on people who aren't really ready. And again, for the real estate, essentially, you can now help a person to qualify themselves with your quiz and have fun while they're doing it. Then you only go after the ones ready to buy. The others are put onto the email list with a long drip feed of pre-made autoresponder messages, just keeping them interested in what you have to say until they're ready to buy. And then when they're ready, who's the natural person for them to buy from? You. Now, if you've surfed the internet at all, you've eventually stumbled upon one of those quizzes on a blog or on your social media. Now, while these quizzes, they just seem like fun, they're specially designed using certain elements of human psychology to get you to take action. That's why they work so well when they're used for internet marketing or sales or lead generation. See, the psychology of it is quizzes reveal something about ourselves. And they're by far the most shared quizzes on the web when it does that. Now, okay, I got a super big warning, bells and whistles going off right now. Sometimes quizzes are used by bad people to get you to click and download a virus onto your computer. So make sure you only click when it's a reputable source. All right, let me give you some examples of quizzes and the results that they got. Now, but before I do that, I want to remind you that you may want your quiz to be one of a kind. Oh, it's like no other. Well, with so many quizzes that are already performing well, you should definitely look to the best performing ones for inspiration and just do what they did. Just change it to suit you. I mean, it's the best, and looking at other quizzes, it's the best way to cure writer's block and to make sure you're going on the right path when you're making the quiz questions up. So I'm going to give you a few examples of the quizzes being used in different industries to build email lists, generate sales and leads and all that stuff. So here's some results. Now, this was an example from Anne Marie. This is a skincare, makeup company. And their quiz title was, What's Your Skin Score? So in this example, the skincare company used a quiz that made, and they made it, I think, with a program called Lead Quizzes. In the show notes, we're going to have a bunch of the different types of software that you can use for all this stuff. So anyway, they did What's Your Skin Score? This quiz was designed to assist their visitors in determining if they could have better skin. And based on their answers, each quiz taker was prompted with a specialized offer in the form of a coupon code, free shipping, or an informative ebook, all of which are designed to lead to a purchase. And remember, what they got offered was different based on the answers they gave in the quiz. So here's the results. In just 2 months, this quiz was able to generate $200,000 in sales. And I got the exact numbers here, 20,258 leads. And those leads could generate additional income for years to come. All right, here's another example from nutritionsecrets.com. Their quiz title was, "Which Diet is Right for Your Personality?" Now, this particular quiz was designed for the express purpose of list building and capturing leads. There was no direct sales pitches anywhere in this quiz. Instead, they simply wanted to know more information about each quiz taker so they could better craft a future follow-up email promotion to them. Now, the smart thing about how this quiz was created is that each person was added to a specialized email list, again, based on their answers to the quiz. So here's the results. Using this simple 6-question quiz, this company was able to improve their lead capture rate, listen to this, by 500%. That's not too shabby for a simple 6-question quiz. All right. Now, here's another company, Slideshow Collectibles. Now, they're an e-commerce store, and they sell collectibles. Now, they created a quiz to increase awareness for their, Court of the Dead brand of collectibles, which I have no idea what that even is. All right. So it's probably some TV show, movie, or something. I don't know. Maybe you all know. Now, in this quiz, participants were asked to discover which fictional character from Court of the Dead they were most like. Or not discover, really, but check off who they felt they were like. So by answering questions, the results were catered towards a particular fictional character that's in that Court of the Dead show or whatever it is. Here's the results. The quiz was taken over 20,000 times. It brought in 15,000 new email subscriptions. It generated 1,800 orders for $75,000 in revenue. And listen to this. Of those 1,800 orders, 1,220 were first-time customers. I can assure you they're going to sell them a lot of stuff over time. So I got lots more examples in my ebook on viral marketing, but suffice it to say, quizzes can do a lot for your business. I'll have it in the show notes, links to some of the different programs we currently use for creating quizzes. And I don't want to put it here so much because they change over time, and we'll be able to keep the show notes updated for you. And by the way, this is episode 46. So let me check that. Yeah, this is episode 46. So you would be screwthecommute.com/46, or if our app is developed by the time you hear this, it'll be right in the app. All right, let's talk about creating your first interactive quiz. There's a few things you'll want to consider before you create it. You got to know your audience. You got to know who you're trying to reach. You got to have a goal. Do you want sales? Do you want email subscribers? Do you want leads that you can call? You got to keep it short and easy. See, the goal of your quiz is to gather just enough information about the visitor to present them with a meaningful result or outcome. If you ask too many questions, the user may abandon the quiz halfway through. And they're never going to see the results page where you make your friendly sales pitch or get them to opt in or whatever you're going to do. So try to keep quizzes under 10 questions or 3 minutes total. And the shorter, the better, as long as it gets your goals done. You want the user to feel invested in obtaining the result, but you definitely don't want to bore them. All right, you need to include a call to action. Once they do get through it, the most important element of your quiz, and it's the final one, includes a call to action to go do something. I mean, your call to action can be a link that leads the user to learn more about your company, could join an email list, learn more about your services or a specific product, if that's the goal of your quiz, or to make a purchase. It can also include a promo or coupon code or other kind of incentive to increase your opportunity to close a sale right away. All right, so that's quizzes. Let's get into contests now. This is the second way we're going to talk about of going viral, and that's contests. Now, before we do, I want to do some shout outs for several people who helped kick off the podcast, and then we'll do a little sponsor message. Amy Sherman at amyshermancoaching.com. It's a site for single women who are having challenges meeting and keeping their ideal partner. And these shout outs, folks, are people that helped me kick off this podcast. It's kind of a little thank you to them. And Amy, for more than 2 decades, has been working in the helping field. She's inspiring others to live their best life. She has a master's degree in counseling and psychology. She's worked with individuals and couples struggling with their personal and professional issues. All right, Ellen Violet, I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. It's VIOLETTE. And her site is booksbusinessabundance.com. Booksbusinessabundance.com. She's a multi-international #1 best-selling author, a 3-time E-Lit award winner. I think that's pretty much e-literature, like E-Lit award winner. She's a contributor to Published Magazine and CEO of Create a Splash. So check her out. She can help you get going and change your life by becoming an author. Now, Joe Libby from joelibbyseminars.com says your massive results aren't brain surgery. Ask Joe Libby how he knows. He's great. He's a funny guy. He's got 40 years of experience as a speaker, magician, ventriloquist, and actor, and he uses his expert knowledge of the secrets of magic and misdirection to educate, engage, and energize you in your college for rock star results. All right, so thanks to all 3 of those folks for helping me kick off this podcast. Now, our sponsor is the Kickstart Guide to Viral Marketing, how to get thousands of people to share your content and send you money. This extremely inexpensive 80-page ebook training blueprint thoroughly covers the 3 main techniques we use to go viral. And I'm going to go ahead and say at will. There's nothing hocus pocus about or lucky about this. These mechanisms are proven and they work. The ebook has lots of screen captures showing you examples of all the techniques so you can build build your contests and content lockers we're going to talk about and quizzes exactly the same, only using your information. It's got all the little details that you need to know without buying an overly priced and overly hyped expensive course. So check it out in the show notes, screwthecommute.com/46, or you can go directly to greatinternetmarketing.com/viral. greatinternetmarketing.com/viral. And again, if our app is done by the time you hear this, then you can just go right to in this app and look at the show notes. All right, contests. They're great for many things like list building and brand awareness and even selling products. And what's also great is there's many built-in features a contest has to help you go viral and get traffic. But unlike a quiz, which could potentially keep running forever, a contest usually has a start date and an end date. This is a built-in scarcity factor that causes people to take action before some kind of deadline. The psychology behind this is to get people to convert sooner rather than later for fear of missing out on the whole thing if they don't meet the deadline. Now, from the list building aspect of contest, each entry into the contest requires an email sign up. In order to be eligible to win the prize, each person must opt in and verify their email address. This is how contests can help create an email list. Here's the viral part kicking in. Each contestant can gain additional entries into the contest by sharing your contest link to their social media accounts. This helps your content go viral on social media. Now, the refer a friend aspect. Each person can gain even more additional entries by using a refer a friend method. So, more entries for the person joining can be earned for each new person who enters the contest through their link. So, if I refer a friend of mine and they sign up, I could get 5 or 10 extra entries into the contest. And so I'm building my chances of winning because I'm getting way more entries than somebody else that just joined by themselves and didn't share it. So there's a big incentive built in to share these things. Okay, from a sales aspect, if a person does not win the contest, they'll be given the chance to buy your products. And some people will even go ahead and buy your products instead of waiting around to see if they're the winner. This is really great. I love this. I mean, you could also give them a discount code or a 2-for-1 or some other promotion to get them to buy now. All right, another big warning. You must be careful that you don't violate any laws when you run a contest. Now, in the show notes is a link to a site that tells you what to watch out for. I will not assume any liability if you run an illegal contest or lottery. You see it all the time, void where prohibited by law, those kinds of things. Well, you got to know about that stuff. And so the article the link in the show notes will tell you all the details. It's some law site. All right, so let's talk about how contests can go viral. Now, here I'm going to be using a real life example I did for a public speaking contest. This will be a step-by-step breakdown of how the quiz works to grow your email list and to get it shared and to go viral. So this contest was set up to target people interested in public speaking. In other words, they don't have to do a speech to win the contest. They're just interested in public speaking. And of course, we know most people hate public speaking, right? So you won't see the giant numbers like you would see on a general contest on BuzzFeed or some of the other mega sites. But I'll tell you, though, that old saying, the riches are in the niches, certainly has held true for me, even though the numbers are smaller. So you can still make an enormous amount of money focusing on specific target audiences. Now, this contest matches up the audience with targeted prizes. In this case, the prizes are different training products created to help anyone improve their skills at public speaking. Now, here's another warning for you. Don't just make an iPad or an iPhone or something, or a laptop or something like a big prize, because people will join just to get the prize and they could care less about your stuff and they'll unsubscribe immediately if they don't win or even if they do win. So it didn't help you. So always use the prize targeted to the interest in what you are selling. Now, after the new contestant is finished referring friends, all right, see, we want them to refer friends, they get redirected to another landing page. Now, this is a person that has joined the contest, so they got an entry. Then they referred a friend, and they got some more entries. So then, this next landing page we send them to has additional chances for them to gain more entries by helping the contest go viral. So they're shown options to share their contest link on their social media accounts in order to get even more chances to win. This is another great feature of contests that help them naturally go viral. Now, after all that sharing, the contestant is now redirected to yet another landing page. All right. This is the final landing page that they'll see through that they're going to see in this whole process. Now, this page simply says, okay, you don't have to do it this way, but this is a cool thing. I never win anything. And it gives them the opportunity to buy the prizes instantly with a special discount. Now, not only do contests naturally have the ability to go viral, they can also help sell products and build your list right now instead of people waiting till the contest is over. All right, so for this quiz, here's the results. I mean, we didn't do too much in the way of driving traffic. We simply sent out to a small portion of my list to see how it would go. And the initial traffic got the ball rolling. So now the results, the small email blast was able to generate 2,795 visits to our contest, 2,795. Out of those 2,795, a whopping 2,033 were from referral sources. That means they were referred to by another source, such as social share or an email referral from one of their friends. So the total leads ended up being about 1,183 from our own direct visits from people that already knew me, and another 438 from additional referral traffic. So this was really a good promotion for the tiny little bit that we did to seed and get it going. So imagine what you could do if you tried something similar. I mean, you can choose a completely different audience with a totally separate prize, but you can still use the general flow that I just outlined in this example about public speaking. And of course, I'll have various content software in the show notes. This is, again, episode 46. So it'd be screwthecommute.com/46. Or if our app is finished by that time, you can just look in the show notes right here on the app. Okay, let's get to the third viral technique, and that is content lockers. So this is all done with your own content, stuff you already have. Well, this method is much simpler and easy to implement than a contest or a quiz. You can still get great results. Now, I'm going to show you how you can use a content locker and see dramatic increases in your social shares. So what is a content locker? A content locker is simply a piece of software that gives you the ability to lock or hide parts of the content on a blog post or a page. The locked content remains hidden until the visitor takes a specific action. For example, you could require a visitor to sign up to your email list before revealing some premium resource you have. Then, as soon as the visitor opts in, a part of the page unlocks and displays the hidden content. Another form of content locker, which uses social media shares as, we call it currency. It's what they're paying to get into your content instead of an email sign up. In this case, it's a social content locker. They have to share it to get access. Now, the social content locker makes it easy for someone to unlock the premium content. All they got to do is click a link. And after they've clicked on the link, the premium content is automatically revealed without having to reload the page. Now, lots of websites have share icons. Yours probably do already for the social media. Problem is, your web traffic may not be using those share buttons as often as you wish they would. So with a social content locker, you can provide your visitors with that extra incentive and give them an extra nudge to share your content on their social media platforms. So what types of content should you lock? Well, the type of content you want to lock should be complementary to the main article or content of the page. For example, you can display a video on a page which goes through a detailed how-to on some subject that makes sense for you. And then in addition, you provide the visitor with an offer to get a free PDF checklist, which goes with and complements the video. I mean, heck, we do it on this podcast. You should check it out in the show notes. This is at the website. We provide basic show notes for each episode, but if you want the complete transcript, you have to opt in. It's basically a content locker. So other examples of lockable content and prizes, you could say, okay, you get a special offer, a discount coupon if you share this, an extra bonus section to an article, premium section. You could give them an MP3 bonus, an audio file version of an article. You could, like I just said, downloadable PDF or worksheet that goes along with a video, anything like that. So you can use articles, videos, audios, images. I mean, they have things called, what the heck are they called? Infographics, download links. I mean, coupon codes, all of this stuff you could be as an incentive to people to give you likes or shares or opt-ins. And just remember though, don't overdo this. Okay. You can't lock everything up on your site. You're going to make people mad. I mean, not every page on your site is even worthy of using a content locker. So you got to provide some kind of extra value in return for the share or the opt-in. All right. If you want to see a social share content locker in action, I have a link in the show notes to a blog post article. It's called The Top 15 Mistakes People Make on Their Websites. 14 of the mistakes are there for the taking. Plenty of value. But to see the number one mistake, you have to share the blog posting. And when I first put this out, 255, I don't know what the numbers are now, but 255 people who visited the blog post actually shared the article. That includes, let's see, 59 Twitter shares, 129 Facebook shares, and 37 Google Plus shares. And all that additional exposure and traffic that I wouldn't have had that locker. People would have read the article. They'd have got great value from it, but that would have been the end of it, see? All by using the social content locker on an otherwise standard blog post, I got all these other people to see it. All right, before we wrap it up here, as you can see, there's incredible power in using the techniques I covered here. When people tell me they can't make money online, I'm thinking, you just haven't studied enough and invested in your training enough to learn about it and how to use these techniques like these ones I just covered here. So decide which one of these techniques you want to do first and dive deep into picking the software and learning how to use it. I mean, get my darn ebook. Geez, it's going to cut you 20, 30 hours of figuring this stuff out on your own. And then brainstorm how you would apply the ideas to your business and then roll it out. I mean, don't overthink it. Come on. That's killed more promotions than anything. And I'm not saying, I never just say slap something up without thinking it through. I'm just saying taking action will get you way further ahead than just listening to me and then looking for the next magic bullet podcast that make you rich overnight. I mean, you got to implement things. Now, think of the results you could get. You could double, triple, or even quadruple your list and the people that know about you and your sales. Now, if you want to go all the way and get really serious about starting, running, or improving your business, I would love to help. I have a proven, incredible training with track record longer than just about anyone you could possibly find to help you learn these ideas and a ton more things you need to know to have a dependable and lucrative business. And you may want to consider my unique mentor program where you actually get one-on-one help from me and all of my staff around here, my subject matter experts. And there's nothing else like it in the marketplace. I guarantee you that. So check it out at greatinternetmarketingtraining.com, greatinternetmarketingtraining.com. I really would love to help you achieve your goals. I'm just crazy about small business success. Now, here's another thing for you. You can also apply for a free strategy session. And this will not be a big sales pitch for me, but I got to tell you, the reason I'm doing it is to identify people that may want to work with me in my mentor program. If it makes sense for us to talk after you fill out the application, I'll arrange an appointment and we'll talk and see if it makes sense. So you can apply here at greatinternetmarketing.com/application.html, greatinternetmarketing.com/application.html. And of course, we will have that in the show notes, screwthecommute.com/46, or in the Screw the Commute app. Okay, that's it for this episode. If you like what you heard here, please subscribe, review, and share. Upcoming is episode 47. That's Dr. Howard Haller. I call him Big Dog PhD. He's the real deal on commercial real estate and why it's actually easier to buy than a personal home. You can be in the commercial real estate business even if your credit isn't great because the loans are made. This is what really struck me when I was talking to him. The loans are made based on the income of the property, not from your personal income. So I'll catch you later on that episode, and check out the show notes for this one, and we'll see you all later.